Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. Okay, we are definitely going to work our way towards finishing off the Arc of Humanity mission over here so that we can ultimately continue to move on to the next solar system. That's definitely the plan. We are still collecting a bunch of stuff, so if we have a quick look over here, we're in the process of collecting carbon. From there, we'll fill up on a bit of hydrogen, which we should definitely get done. We may have to unlock an extra set of carbons so that we can continue our journey as producing polymers. Let's just have a look. Yeah, we're full up on carbons over here, and we're pretty busy with the carbons over there. We should be able to speed the production of carbon up a little bit with research, though we don't have the ability to research just yet. If I pop in here quickly, the polymer factory with 36, we can improve the speed by 40%. So that's definitely something we could start looking at in the next solar system. We won't be able to do it over here. Smart homes, capacity of housing is increased by 60%. That's another one that may be of interest for us, I think. That might be quite useful. We're also wanting to make sure we do the space chef one. That'll give us much better food stability, which is now looking much better, to be honest. So I don't quite... Whether we need to unlock and start this up straight away, I don't know. We probably don't need to do that just yet. We are moving food through to the various areas fairly quickly. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of food available at the various sectors now. And we just need to make sure that we maintain that. Okay, so I'm going to speed things up a little bit so that we can work our way through more and more of these cryopods. I don't think we need to pick up any additional cryopods. Just go back to the fleet. Oh, we have unlocked another section. So we are picking up more. But once we've closed this out, it's like 200 more. Once we've closed that out, we'll sort it. How many? Okay, so if I go back to population management, we have a little bit of a... so it's pretty stable. Sector 3 might need a little bit more stability. But that's pretty okay. We've got a fair bit of housing. We could even put a little bit more into Sector 2. So let's send from Sector 1 to Sector 2. We'll send only workers. And we'll go about sending maybe 30 odd. So let's start that migration over there. And then from Sector 1 to Sector 3, we'll add maybe another 40 workers. Actually, let's just do 30 workers over there. We'll start that migration as well. That should be quite useful. Sector 4 has got everything it needs in abundance, and we're probably going to run out of housing there. So that's okay. We can switch on some of these to get some further stuff built. Water is pretty comfortable here. We just need to, as long as we can just keep our numbers up nice and high here, it would be good. Is there something else we should be building? I was kind of wondering whether we should go about building this fire station. It might be a bit of a useful addition.
Population transfer complete.
For us, we could do this, or we could try and we can't actually squeeze it in there. So we could do this one. Let's just have a look. Does it actually say dispatches trucks to put out fires? It's best in an industrial zone. Not that we've got room in our industrial zone. That's the issue we have at the moment. We don't really have room in our industrial zone to do so, but it's not a very expensive building. So I might just do that. Let's place it. Can we make room for it here, though? I don't think we can. Unless we could maybe squeeze it in there. Let's just have a look. These are optimized quarters. If I get rid of these two, we could squeeze it in here. Right? I think we can certainly probably put another... Do we have any You know what? I'm never going to use that mushroom wall again. Let's get rid of the mushroom wall. We'll dismantle that. I'm gonna definitely then I'm gonna put a cell housing in there. I'm gonna get rid of these two. That should be absolutely fine. I might even get rid of more. But we'll get rid of these two and we'll put the fire station in there. I think that's going to be quite useful. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to be a good move. Oh, Sector 5 is open. Yes, I forgot we did that. Okay, now, Sector 5, let's find ourselves
An accident has occurred in
a
the
little bit of
tycoon.
room here. So I'm going to just run it up like this. Okay, so we'll start off with this. We'll give ourselves this guy. And we'll go about doing that. And as soon as we have a little bit more room to play with over here. Okay, let's start collecting this. Oh, we're not actually in a spot to collect that one. So we'll start collecting this one also. Let's give ourselves a little bit of room that way, and then we'll kind of rebuild this section here. We'll do that. Go up there. Actually, cancel that. Let's just leave things moving the way they are at the moment, and then we'll find our groove in just a minute. Okay, so that is on the move. Do we have room for all of these alloys? Probably we do not. So let's quickly see about moving alloys to other areas. We are doing our very best to move alloys to wherever we can use it. So Sector 4, yes, do that up to 85. Up to 85 there, up to 85 on this one. We'll just keep moving our, even 90 over there. Let's just keep moving the alloys to the various other ones so that we keep a little bit of space available here. Actually, we need to probably do more than that. So let's head on up and get this up to about 100. So there's a little bit of room there. Up to about 100 and up to about 100. That one, well, let's move it up to about 35. So we'll just move some more stuff over as best we can do. But there's plenty of 1, 2, 3. So we can have like 330 alloys stored in this area. So let's just clear that out. We're going to have to build some stuff there soon. That's good. This is actually producing some food for us. Our food is holding strong for the time being. Let's get that cleared out. Let's clear these guys out of the way. I can't believe we've got an accident going on here. It's normal conditions. Constantly a bit of a problem, really. We do need to provide people with food here, though. So that's why we need to kind of sort this out. So if we're looking at food, yeah, so we're not great. We'll need to just clear this out. Come on. Oh, we need to wait until that's sorted itself out. What's going on here? We're at about 150 people there. What's going on with our ships? Nothing to mine. Practically nothing to collect. So we might move over and collect some other stuff. Actually, we might. No, we can't really pick up any more ice. We've got plenty of ice on board already. We'll have to see. We might be able to do some more research soon. The number 5. Is there anything else here? Yeah, these guys are. So that guy should now be starting to bring in some more hydrogen, which is good. Let's come back out. The hydrogen should now be collected. So the question is, do we go closer? No, we can't really, unless we come and hang out here. We won't really have anything. We can pick up more people, but I don't think we need any more people, to be honest. Once we're done, that'll be fine. Okay, this is done. Let's clear out this little section of path like so. We'll put in a mess hall over there and a food supply right over there. And now we can comfortably go about our business and figure out the rest of this. Okay, in the meantime, you can start clearing out some of those. There's some electronics here that we'll need to pick up in due course also. We'll slowly make our way through there. We do need to make sure that there's a bit of food available in this location. So people went a bit hungry here now. But we'll figure that out. It's not the end of the world. We should have cleared some stuff out in Sector 2. Yes, excellent. So let's go into population mode. Get ourselves a bit of cell housing. That actually gives us a little bit of room here. So put some cell housing in there. That's fine. We'll use our alloys now to build some cell housing there. So let's get that underway. Once that's built, we'll clear out some optimized quarters here and we'll build a fire station, which I think is going to be a useful addition for us. I haven't seen any hydrogen pop in yet. But we are at least clearing through the iron fairly quickly. Yeah, here comes the hydrogen. Let's go about switching them one on. Yeah, we need more power. We need more power. So the question is, do you actually use the hydrogen to power? I think the hydrogen is going to be my backup. It's definitely going to be my backup power. So that's going to be the plan. I'm not going to use it. It's going to be my backup store so we can actually generate more power in case we need to. That's kind of the plan for me. We are generating some science. Some polymers available here. A lot though. Could clear that out. I definitely don't want to keep sending... Well, do I? I can probably keep sending people this way. It's not the end of the world. 800 food, which is a good number there. I'm happy to see that number going up nice and high. What I will do is make sure from a food perspective we chop this guy up as well. Just make sure we send as much food as we possibly can to all of these other locations. Why are you sending food from there when you should be holding that number? Don't know. But anyway, we need to clear the farms. We need to clear the farms of food. That's the whole idea. But yeah, that's a pretty reasonable number here. How are we going? Almost just 100 left. Plenty of food that needs to be picked up over here. These guys are getting too busy to be able to pick that up. That's a bit of a challenge. Let's clear out that. We'll clear out this one. That one. Probably need to build a few more of these things. Let's go about clearing that out. Getting me another storage facility like so. Put another one in there. That's fine. Keep it built so that we can put some more alloys in that one. Probably need a little bit more stuff over there. We'll make this one for electronics so that we can clear out the electronics. And then once we've got that done, we'll probably start in the middle, to be honest, and just see what we can do with things. Optimal conditions. People are probably unhappy because they have no homes. But yeah, from homelessness. But other than that, actually very, very happy. Very happy. Oh, we don't have any place for them to go to the hospital. Now, let me think about this. Oh, we can build drone bays in multiple locations. I never thought about that. Okay, so do we have an infirmary? Oh, we've never actually unlocked the big one. So we'll just be able to build a small infirmary over here. Well, let's just leave it as that for the time being. Let's just get another one up and running. And then we'll...
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Really? What did... Oh, we are constantly building some stuff. Let's do that. Forget about the trust that we...
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Seem to lost. We still have some people in Sector 1. Obviously, we're getting people... left, right, and center. That's done now, so we've got that in place. So what I'll do is I will go about clearing out the optimized quarters here, at least those two, and then we'll build a fire station in that location. So this drone, right, between sectors, the question is, does it only do this sector? It's kind of the question that I have in mind. Yeah, our food supply is nice and proper at the moment. Sector 1 needs to send some more people to go and live somewhere else, but we'll get to that. What I can do is I can switch off the hull integrity for a little while. And now if I go and look at my fleet, we should be out of these things, these cryopods. So what we will do is we'll move the Nabrock over to sector... We'll have to do sector 3 and see what we can bring in there. So in sector 1, we could potentially bring in... What? We have a little room here. We can bring in some more iron. We can bring in more iron. How many irons do we have? We have got just 2. Just probably maybe a little bit not quite good. So let's put iron in here. We'll switch it on.
Supply overloaded.
And which one will we switch off? We'll switch off one of these.
Power
Excellent. Now we've got enough. But we are building stuff on this side. Just need to make sure that we're... so that one needs to come online still. So with that one coming online, we'll need to switch something off that's full, really. This one needs to go over to something else. What can I switch off? I can switch off this one. Let's switch that one off for the time being. Okay, so now with iron there, what we can do is we can bring the Nabrock in this way. So the Nabrock can come in. And the Nabrock can please go and collect more iron for us. And none of that for the time being. Well, actually, you could collect more of that if you deem that necessary. You are picking up hydrogen only at this point in time. Okay, that's good. Moving along, we have the sector that needs some help over here. So let's keep an eye on this sector. Are we gonna? How much power does this take? Now that one's gonna give us. It's gonna leave. Gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. We need more power. 29. Okay, so we'll need to do a little bit of this. Go all the way that way. There we go, and something like that, and something like this. Should give us the ability to pick up most other things. Give me a little bit more to come down here, and then we'll have to clear out all of this and see about that. So let's get those moving. We'll get that moving. We'll clear these out so as soon as you can. Keep moving these things along. Hull integrity is dropping. We're not using our alloys. That's okay. This has stopped working for a little bit. Got some unemployment. I mean, some homelessness going on. We should bring in some more iron over here that can be moved slowly to other places as well. The question is over here. I wanted to do another one of these, a battery tier 1. So I'll plop in another battery tier 1 over there. We've got a battery tier 1 somewhere over here that we should still finish. So let's resume construction on that and get another battery going on in that spot. I wouldn't mind building some more batteries over here when we have a bit of time to do so. And now these are still being cleared. So let's see, can we move alloys out to other places yet again? Can we up our game with alloys over here, please? Just so we make room sector 2 so that we can clear these buildings. And we should probably switch hull integrity back on to start using the alloys again. Excellent, there we go. So Nabrock should come and bring some stuff in. Just keep an eye on this. Everybody is working, right? Yeah, you're doing hydrogen. You're doing silicone is going to run out soon. Wouldn't mind picking up as much silicone as possible. So let's pop out and see if there's any silicone we can open up. We're going to run out of silicone. Some silicone all the way over here, but it was just like 2. So I'm definitely not doing that. So if anything, I might send out a probe for more silicone. Will I? But is it necessary? I don't think it's. Honestly, I don't think it's necessary. I might just go and try and pick up a few other things if that's the case. We're very close, guys. We're like a 50 or so, 70 or so people away from opening that up. So I might speed things along a little bit. Someone went hungry. Can't possibly be the case. Come on. Move the stuff to where they need it. 34. Let's pop into research ever so quickly. So if I wanted to upgrade our mess halls, 40 is what we'll need. If I wanted to upgrade this to smart homes, 36 is what I would need. We could almost do that. Did we want to go through create polymers quicker? 36 is what I'd need for that as well. If I go to crop farms produce 30% more waste. Food production speed is increased by 40%. That we can do that straight away. Potentially this is a one. If we do that, we'll create food way quicker. Alternatively, we can do this. Space Chef, one food can feed 100% more crew members per meal. That's crazy good. I'm going to hold on for 40, so we go and do that one. Do we have enough polymers to do the extra power? I'm kind of tempted to build the extra power. So if we go to solar panel set to 225 polymers, I'm going to go and give that a build. Let's get cracking on that one. We do need to potentially up our polymer game. That might be the biggest challenge for us, is just to make sure we up that one. We still have people that's homeless. Homelessness impacts sector stability. So I do need to potentially build a bit of a home here. So if I go and say population, give me a bit of cell housing. I would have loved to. We could just pop the cell housing in here. I'm going to start work on cell housing there. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. So let's start by providing that as access. At the same time, we'll trim a little bit of this back, and we'll deal with the rest as we get there. Let's go and clear out some more stuff. Another little section there that needs a little pathway. Everything else we can kind of reach. There we go. Now we should be able to reach everything and clear out all the rest of the alloys. We'll get this piece of housing going. And I wonder what's our sizing here. We'll have a bit of a look to see what we can actually squeeze into some of these spots. Sector 5 is open. So our integrity does drop because of Sector 5, I think. Right? Maybe not. I don't know. But we'll build this. Get that sorted. A docking bay. A docking bay has been disabled due to an accident. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, extra hours. We're running extra hours over here. Okay, because we're running extra hours, I might move a few people. Oh, we've got a +10 from a new sector. So I do need to sort out some stuff over here because that won't last. Okay, so let's just move a few people over to Sector 5. So from Sector 1 to Sector 5, we would just like some workers. So please just send me about 20 or so workers. Yeah, that's going to be all good. We'll do that. Start that migration, please. We'll have room for you to stay in shortly. I can go about cleaning out some of this, cleaning out some of that. There we go, and we'll slowly pick up some of the others. Yeah, so that's working. You can fill up as you go. How far are we? About 38 more people needing to be unfrozen. So let's speed things up just a little bit. Our integrity is back up at a reasonable level. So let's switch this off again. We need to be building our. Are we out of polymers? Let's just double check. We have. We need to actually switch on, but we don't have any spare power, do we? This is full. Let's switch that off, and we'll switch on the polymer so that they can actually use that to get stuff built, so we don't have to worry too much. Yeah, we need a bit of a 70 or so to move in and get that built quickly. That's been built, so we're generating a little bit or saving up a bit more power over here. The hull integrity is once again dropping, and let's just have a quick look at what our ships are doing. So we're still bringing in hydrogen, which is okay. Still bringing in ice, still bringing in iron at a pretty reasonable pace. We no longer have any silicone to pick up, so let's make sure to do that instead. Make sure we take as much iron as possible. That's really important. The iron is something that we need a constant supply of so that we can make those alloys run.
Population transfer complete.
Excellent. So population has moved over. Now what we can build over here under factories is we'll build under maintenance, we'll build the fire station. It's a perfect fit in there. So let's go ahead and get that cracking. That's going to be a good one. People living in some cell housing over there. We still got plenty of room for people eventually. Hull integrity, we may just want to switch that back on again, work on our hull integrity just a tad. We are very close to the end of our power supply here. We are almost done. And that's gonna obviously push us over the edge, so we do need to find somewhere where we can switch something off. We don't need all of this, so let's switch one of those off, and that should kind of deal with what we need over here in Sector 5 once that housing has been built. There we go. Housing is built in Sector 5, so that's good. So let's continue to clear out everything we can clear out. Need a little bit more connectivity through there to pick up on that one. But other than that, we can quite comfortably just go about collecting everything we've got access to at a reasonable rate. And then we'll start replanning our area over here. I have no idea what we're going to make use of this area for, but we've got that. So Sector 4 now has too much people. And now we are building our solar panel. We've got 10 more people that we need to do. So after that's done, 8 more people, I'm going to switch this one off. We're going to finish our solar panel, and we're going to get out of here. And I think that is good. We've picked up about as much as we needed to do. Our food, our food should be able... Oh, we need a little bit more. Let's just quickly have a look. What's going on over here? We need 40 to then move on over and get that done. We're absolutely maxing out our power production at the moment. But we're working our way through by building lots and lots of electronics, so I'm quite happy with that. This is being filled up. Polymers. Need to be creating polymers. Let's switch that one off for the time being, and we'll also switch this one off, so we'll sort that out. We'll switch this one on and move a little bit of our hydrogen in there. It's going to kind of fill up straight away. Incoming transmission is done. I'm going to pick up the incoming transmission, but first things first, I'm going to go about switching off these guys. No longer would I like to be unfreezing people. Thank you very much. Here we go. Just to stop that there, and let's see the transmission.
Is ready to perform a volt jump on your order.
Is that it? Brace yourselves. I just want us to finish building the new solar panels, so we have that extra power when we arrive on the other side. I have no idea what to expect when we get there, though. I just want to make sure we get that all right. This is all looking pretty good. That is empty, so let's switch that one off. Actually, switch it back on and fill it up with food. It's way more important at this stage, just to make sure we've got plenty of food available. And that one's cleared that out. Now, that's good. So we've cleared all of this out. There's no more ice. Well, actually, we are probably still picking up ice, right? Yeah, there's still ice being picked up. Still hydrogen being picked up. Still iron being picked up. Other than that, we're good. We just need to get our polymer counts up a little bit more. We need to keep running on that. We should be pretty close to this. Need a little bit more, actually. People are unhappy in Sector 5. Let's quickly move over here and just see what can we do. I think Sector 5 people are angry because things aren't looking good. So So we've got +2, -6. So we've got on a -4 level here. How do we go about doing that? We need a DLA center. In order for us to get a DLA center going, from a populations perspective, stability, we could do this for 2. That's a legislative center. Provides +2 stability whilst the stability of a sector is below 0. That's not quite useful. We can build this one instead. I think that's about right. Ooh. That's not a bad fit, actually. That is not a bad fit. Let's get a DLA center up and running there. And what we'll do is we will continue to add some more roads in there. That's good. So let's get that built. Get the DLS center up and running so that we can stabilize those angry people a little bit. But a lot of people in Sector 1 needs to be moved. We can build some more houses over here. Our food, let's just get our food stable. But I think now our food is actually in a pretty good spot. Do we... Okay, we've done with our solar panels. So I can go and switch some of these on so that we can fill them up. This has been filled up, so switch that off. That's good. This is filling up. Lots of carbons available. Storing some polymers. We could even move some polymers over to the other side. Let's move like 20. Let's move 50 polymers over to that side. 50. Okay, so we'll move 50 polymers over to area 1 because we've got a bit of storage capacity there. We're bringing in more iron, which can move to the other areas. Oh, now the tech lab is done. We just need to initiate the vol jump. Look, I can initiate the vol jump. We can sort it out when we get there, when we get to the other side. Is that kind of okay? The only thing that I'm a little worried about is we're kind of low on the polymers. How many do we actually create? 5 polymers from 4 carbon. We would like to upgrade that if we can, but I think we can do the jump. We should be in a reasonable position. We've got this guy ready to go. Let's get the DLA center up. Yeah, that's fine. We'll set it to propaganda. So let's just get the DLS center up here. And then we'll sort that. Oh, and let's get our hull integrity up. That's a useful one. So we'll sort that out too. Okay, there we go. DLS center up. Open up this. We would like to go for intense propaganda, please, which will give us 2 more stability. I'm not doing any of the others. So let's just do intense propaganda there. So we'll drop. We'll try and improve that situation. We're almost all sectors are now open, so that should give us a little bit of an improvement here. But we're still a little bit problematic. We really need to from discouraging. Hang on, from discouraging results following 2 planet colonizations. So that's permanent issue. So we might have to up our game with some other things like getting people into better housing, for instance, is probably the key for us over here. The cell housing might not be the best one, but we'll sort this one out. It's not going to be the end of the world that these people are slightly more angry. Okay, guys, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to make our jump. We have everything kind of ready. We've picked up a fair bit of hydrogen. We've got the nuclear power plant ready to go. We've got this guy. One fire truck is repairing. Okay, that's interesting. So at least we've got a fire truck to go if we needed a fire truck. That's good. Was there anything else? No, forget about anything else. We're pretty close to finishing this off, but we'll sort that out in the next section. Yeah, so let's do the jump. Get out of there and do the jump. All power from the main grid will be diverted to the engine during a 0.5 cycle charge preceding ignition. Sectors will be powered by batteries during this time.
In accordance with Frau Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tycoon before volt jump initiation.
Hopefully we can get that repair done a little bit better. All the ships are heading over there. We are half a cycle of charging. Oh, Sector 5 is without power because it doesn't have a battery. Forgot to build one, which is something that we'll sort out in the next episode when we start laying out Sector 5. Still no idea what Sector 5 is going to be primarily used
Ixion
for.
engine ready.
Let's commence the jump. Got lots more solar panels out there now. Here goes our jump. Bye-bye, Kruk system. I think we did well at the Kruk system, even with the weather and losing all those ships. I think ultimately we did a reasonable job there, and I'm happy that we took it a little bit slower. I think if we went quicker on those cryopods unfreezing thing, we would have definitely starved our population a lot more. We managed the food situation just well enough. So if we did it any quicker, we would have been in trouble. This is the same kind of cinematic every time, I think. The only thing that changes a little bit is the shape of the tycoon with its solar panels. But the rest of this is kind of always the same, it seems. Okay. Ooh, where are we? Let's have a look at our surroundings, and then we'll end the episode. We're also going to get some transmissions now, I'm sure.
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Expected irreversible damage to the tycoon detected. Calculations indicate the system's pulsar is dormant. Sensors have located the Piranesi, currently powered down. You must find a way to retrieve the Remus coordinates from it. Act with extreme caution, Administrator.
Okay, so assuming things are just going to get more and more difficult for us here. So let's quickly close that transmission. We'll pause the game. Test colonization protocols is the thing once again. Let's pop out. So here we see we've got the Piranesi. We've found a system, and we can quite immediately just send our professor out there. Ooh, we do have the ability to unlock some tech, and I thought what I would go about doing is get the space chef going, so we'll last a little bit longer with our food. So we'll put that one in place. Let's pop back out. So here we've got the star of the system, it seems. I wonder if that means it's dormant. There's science there, but the Piranesi is over here, and there is some weather that we will have to contend with. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, yeah, we're even down to 600 now, so we can't do many more jumps, but that's kind of it. So here we are at PSR B1257, following the Piranesi, and we'll see what we do over here. Excellent. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next one when we continue our discovery through this solar system. Bye bye.